Hi, this is Leanne at Complete Payroll. Welcome to Payroll Country. Today we're going to take a look at benefits administration in Advanced HR. During this video, I will show you how to set up a benefit plan, assign benefit plans to employees, and then create and manage open enrollment for employees. Beginning at my dashboard, I'll click on HR Admin, bringing me to my benefits menu. The first step to creating a benefit is to set the plan carriers. So I'll click on my carrier tile. And here I'm brought to my carriers dashboard, where I see the current list of carriers. I can take action on these current carriers by clicking on the red trash can to delete the record. I can open the record by clicking on the name of my carrier. To create a new record, I'm going to click on the green plus new button. And here, my only required field is the carrier name. But as you can see, I can enter in the website URL, if I have credentials, my user ID and password, and then any contacts that I might have if I want to record their contact information. When I'm done, I'll click on Save Changes, and now my carrier has been added to my list of current carriers. Our next step in creating a benefit is to create the classes that we will use. So classes define the categories and parameters for benefit enrollment. For example, I may have a category for full-time employees or part-time employees, depending on the packages that I offer to each of those. So here on the Benefit Classes dashboard, I see my current descriptions. I can delete the ones that are here or open them up to make any edits, or I can create a new benefit class by clicking on the New button and entering in the code and the description. Then I'll click Save Changes, and a new benefit class has been added to my dashboard. The next step in the process is to create my waiting rule. So the waiting rule will determine how long a new employee has to wait to be eligible for benefit enrollment. As you can see here, I have two descriptions, new hires and rehires. And I can take the action of deleting, or I can open up the description to see the detail. As you can see, my new hires are eligible for enrollment 60 days from hire, and they must wait for the first of the month. If I want to create a new rule, I click the green New Plus button, I'll enter in my code, and then the description. Days from hire, in this case, I want it to be 0, and they do not have to wait for the first of the month, and I'm going to click Save Change, and I've added a new waiting rule that I can use once I've created my benefit. Returning to the HR Admin button to get back to our benefits menu, our next step is to create the plan or policy. So now that the benefit classes and waiting rules are complete, we can add our benefit plans or policies. Here on our dashboard, we can see our current plans with their code, their name, a start date and end date. I have the actions of either deleting the record, or I can copy a policy or plan from an existing one. To create a brand new plan, I'm going to click on the New button, and now I can enter in the details for my new benefit plan. I'll select a plan code and plan name. Moving down under Plan Policy Details, I'll select my plan or policy type from my drop-down list. If I'm selecting medical insurance, Advanced HR provides two more areas for ACA. Here I'll indicate whether or not this plan is used for ACA, and I'll indicate if I am self-insured. Next, I'll select the carrier from the list that we created before. I have some additional options for agent and policy number. I do have to enter in my start date and end date. I have some other optional fields for a renewal date or website information, and also a notes field. The next section is eligibility and enrollment. This is where we're going to choose the waiting rule for this particular plan. This is for new hires, and any enrollment restrictions. Here, if I say unrestricted, then any employee can enroll in this plan. If it is restricted, then this is where the benefit classes that we set up will be listed, and I can select which classes of employees are eligible for this plan. Moving down under Payroll Deduction Integration, this is where Advanced HR talks to Evolution Payroll. If I have an employer-paid portion, I will select my employer deduction code. Here, under Employee Deduction Code, I'm going to enter in the employee deduction. And then I'll select frequency, where my choices are every pay or blocking the 5th week. The next section is documents that I can attach here if necessary. And finally, rates. So under the rate structure, I have two choices, free-form or age banded. First, we'll look at free-form, and then we'll come back to age banding. When I select Freeform, I'm given a grid for coverage type and which tier is offered for this plan. So if it's employee only, maybe I've also got employee plus children, employee plus spouse, and then I'll enter in the monthly premium amount and then the employer amount or percent, or I can enter in the employee amount or percent. Advanced HR will automatically calculate the corresponding amount or percent for me. If this is my lowest cost benefit for ACA, I have this column to select yes. When I'm done, I would click Save Changes. Now we'll take a look at our other rate structure option, Age Banded. When I make this selection, I'm able to add 5 rows of information for low age, high age, and rate. Or I can add rows if I need more. The other option is this Quick Add button, allowing me to just use this wizard to enter in the lowest age in the rate table, the highest age in the rate table, and what the age interval might be for my plan. When I select OK, the system will automatically assign my rows, giving me my rate structure, where I'll just begin to enter in my rates. In addition to rates, I also have a tab for contributions under Age Banded. And here I'll select which tiers are offered for this plan and the employer contribution type. If I need further information, I'll click on the I in the blue circle for more definition on these contribution types. I'll enter the appropriate type and amount, click Save, and my new plan appears on my Benefit Plans and Policy dashboard. Now that we have our benefit plans, we can assign them to an employee. So this next step will start again at HR Admin, and we're going into the Employee Maintenance menu and selecting the Employment Detail tile. Here I'll select my employee and then click Let's Begin Adding a Position or Organization, which will open up the Employee Maintenance in detail. Here I will scroll down until I get to Benefits, where I will assign a benefit class or eligibility group. By assigning the benefit class, the associated plans will now be available to this employee. At this point, there are 2 ways to proceed. The administrative user can enroll the employees themselves, or we can create open enrollment for employees to enroll in their benefits through their employee self-serve portal. We're going to start with the user enrolling employees. So from my benefits menu, I'm going to select Employee Benefit. Here I can see the employees that are currently enrolled, and I can either take the action of deleting their record or going in and editing their record. We want to create a new record by clicking on the green New Plus button, where we will go through the steps to create the employee benefit. I'll select my employee from my drop-down list. I'll choose my benefit plan and coverage type. Based on the selections I made under Benefit Info, my details have populated with the start and end date, and my rates have populated with the rates associated with that coverage. If I would like to add member number or notes, I can do that here. Finally, I can add documents to my employee benefit, providing a secure electronic storage option for record retention compliance. When I click Save, the employee is added to my employee benefit dashboard, and the rates and details from this plan are tied to the employee record in payroll. Our second option was to create an open enrollment for our new benefit. And to do that, I'm going back to my benefits menu, and I'm going to select Open Enrollment Setup. Here in my Open Enrollments dashboard, I see my current open enrollment, and if I want to add a new open enrollment for the benefit plan that we've set up, I'm going to select the green New Plus button. Here, I'll enter in the name of my open enrollment. I'll enter a start date and end date. And next is my introduction. And this introduction will allow me as the user to enter information or special instructions that I'd like my employees to see before enrolling. Next, I'm going to select the benefit plans that need to be included in my open enrollment, and I can select one or more. Finally, I'll click Save Change, and now my new open enrollment has been created and is considered live and now available for employees to enroll, as long as the start and end dates are current. Now that I've created my new open enrollment, I can invite my employees to enroll. For an employee to enroll in a benefit, they're going to go to their employee self-serve My AHR portal, where they'll see the option under My Benefits Open Enrollment. Here I can see our new open enrollment, and as the employee, I simply click on Begin Enrollment. I have 5 simple steps to follow to enroll into this new benefit. The first step is the introduction, where I see that introductory message, and I'll click Next. Under step 2, I'm going to verify my personal information and complete any information that needs to be added. When I'm done, I'll select Yes. The third step is to enter any dependent information. If I have no dependents on file, I can click on the plus sign if I want to enter in any new dependents to add to my benefit. In the dependent setup, the relationship type, first name, last name, social security number, and birth date are all required fields, and I can enter in any additional information if I would like. When I'm done, I'll click Save and move on to the next step. In step 4, I'll choose my medical plan, beginning with choosing who I would like to cover from myself and any dependents, and then I would select a plan or decline medical coverage. When I select the plan and click Next, I'm given a benefit summary under the Review Step 5, telling me my total cost, and then I have my acknowledgement and authorization statement here. By signing my name electronically, I can submit my election. If I chose to decline coverage in step 4, I would click on the Decline Medical Coverage option, click Next, and here I will be required to enter in a reason for waiving my coverage, and then again signing the acknowledgement and authorization with my signature and submitting the election. Once an employee has completed open enrollment, notification is then sent to the administrator, and you can monitor open enrollment through the benefits menu and the Monitor Open Enrollment dashboard. Here I can select which open enrollment that I want to monitor, and since my employee enrolled in AFLAC, I'm going to select that plan. And on the grid, I can see that my employee has enrolled in the AFLAC plan for employee-only coverage and has completed. My other employees have not started the process. To push this information into payroll and begin the deductions, I'm going to click on the Update Record button. Advanced HR will let me know when the update process is completed, and I can return to my dashboard if I need to further monitor other enrollments, or I can go back and complete any other tasks as needed. This concludes creating a new benefit and open enrollment for my employee. If you have further questions, please see your user guides or contact your customer service rep, or check out our video library at completepayroll.com. Thank you for joining me, and have a great day.